Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Ought to be a good one here between the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Ike?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Howie Kendrick heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 47.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Tanaka's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit well out toward left field. Gardner going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
In the second
Boy, he just about kicked this one off with a bang. This one had a pretty good chance of getting out of here, but he'll wind up settling for a double off the wall and an explosive start to this game.
Corey Seager is in now, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game.
Yeah, it's really important to have a productive at-bat right here. You know, it's such a big deal to jump on a team early, especially when you're on the road.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
2-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gregorius has it, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, these guys have certainly come to swing the bats. They get the leadoff double, now a single, and they're threatening to put a good number on the board here in the very first inning.
Here's Adrian now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Liner toward right center. And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
Yeah, not exactly the time to raise the warning flags just yet, but not often you'll see him give up 3 hits in the first inning. It's easy to sit here and say, maybe he doesn't have his best stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him run off a string of 8 in a row either.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Runners are at first and third with none out. On the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, you hate to even consider getting the bullpen going here in the first inning, but we may see some stirring down there pretty soon now. That's 4 straight hits to start things off here in the first inning.
Yasiel Puig stands in with another first inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Now the double steal is on here. Line drive to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. So unfortunately, he'll be forced to leave the game here with an apparent head injury. And we're hoping, of course, it's nothing too serious, but it's usually not good when it's above the neck. Aaron Hicks is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Left field, number 31.
Andre Ethier will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ballgame. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Ellsbury on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
That's a nice job there to get this ball airborne. He's able to get that ball out there deep enough to pick up their third run of the inning.
Yasmani Grandal will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
I'll tell you what, this is the wrong team to fall further behind here in the early going. You got to get out of this mess, and soon.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Three runs already home here. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Carl Crawford checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, this is a manager's worst nightmare. Your starter's given up 6 hits now in the first inning, and he's really showing no signs that he's about to start figuring it out. You hate to make a change with this much baseball left to be played, but it seems almost inevitable at this point.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Yeah, you see there, this 4-run innings hurt his pitch count too. It's starting to get up there.
4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
A 2 and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And Teixeira won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-0 ball game.
If you want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher, give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Corey Seager is into the box, looking to keep this first inning rally rolling.
Well, Matt, nothing better than adding on after a huge hit.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
I'm pretty sure this is not what that man right there had in mind. He's watched this guy really struggle here in the first inning.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
And this is taken for a cold strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. LA's on top 6-0. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Jacoby Ellsbury will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, it certainly wasn't a good start. You're down by a ton after the first. So stay patient, chip away. You've got 9 innings to go.
Now in the box, Aaron Hicks, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. On deck, Alex Rodriguez. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you know, you hear us talk ad nauseum about working the count, getting yourself in the fastball count. But we do it for a good reason. Here he does exactly that. He works at the 3-1. He's going to sit dead red here, and then he jumps all over it. And when you make good decisions at the plate, the game can actually become pretty simple sometimes. Oh, my gosh, did I just say that?
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate.
I think the decision to send him boils down to one thing. You're facing a guy that's very likely not going to give you a whole lot to work with. You've got to take your chances when they come around because there probably won't be too many of them. This time, didn't pan out.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees. They still find themselves down 6-0. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Tanaka into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Into the box, Justin Turner. He reached on a single in his first try. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
The 2-0 on the way. A strike, and it's 2-1. 3-1 now as that misses down and in. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Oh, he's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Yasiel Puig stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gregorius bare hands it. He's out.
Oh, what a play.
1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 6-0. Carlos Beltran strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away. With a moment now, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch one of the most talent-laden outfielders in the game. Yasiel Puig can do it all. He can run down balls. He's got an arm that he is not afraid to show off. We'll see what he does in this one.
Brian McCann will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Turner onto the grass. 2 down.
Batting 7, third baseman,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Puig. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Andre Ethier is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Hit hard back up the middle. Gregorius is there. A spin and a throw. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
And that misses inside 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Tanaka sets his sights. 1-1 on its way. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. On deck is Carl Crawford. 1 out, nobody on. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the dangerous left fielder Carl Crawford. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Hot shot down the line, and that's through for a hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Ivan Nova is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Nova.
Jock Peterson will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch, you'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
And after getting hit in his first at-bat, he's got to be saying, look, enough with the inside pitches already.
The 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
1-1. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Beltran waits on it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Howie Kendrick stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. You know, that guy's no slouch up there. He comes through with a solid single here.
Didi Gregorius settles into the box for his first chance. Into the seats, 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. One there. Back to Gonzalez, but it's a bit too late, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Chopped at the plate, but it gets fouled. Runners on first with 1 down. Ready with the 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and chopped up the middle, and a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Corey Seager will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
Corey Seager.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning. He starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Here it comes, 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
In now, Justin Turner. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 6-0. Alex Rodriguez will start things out here for the Pinstripers, to be followed by Mark Teixeira on deck.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up and taken in out there for the first out. So 1 gone in the inning now, and here's the always dangerous Mark Teixeira. Kershaw into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Up high. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the fourth, and here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 out, nobody on. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Yasiel Puig will stand in to lead things off for Los Angeles, and he'll be followed in the order by Andre Ethier, waiting his turn on deck. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Scorched to third. Gloved by Headley. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Andre Ethier.
Digging in, Andre Ethier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And Ethier will hang around a little longer as that misses to make it 2-2 now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, still looking for that put away pitch. Hasn't gotten him to offer it any of the last 3.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Teixeira is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Stepping in, Yasmani Grandal. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too high, 1-0. 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. That evens it up, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit hard towards second. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. More from the Bronx after this. Leading off the inning, Brian McCann, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Kershaw looks in. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Line to the right side. Puig is there, one away.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Here's Chase Headley. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. And there's a swing and a miss by Headley as he set down on strikes for the second out.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Starlin Castro is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. We'll get another look at Carl Crawford leading off when we return. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Yankees nothing. And here is Carl Crawford now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hicks on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, he is really looking good now. Hitting all of his spots. They set that target away, and the catcher never even moved.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jock.
Settling in now, Jock Peterson. He flew out in his last at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Lifted the other way out to left center. Ellsbury's after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, he made a great pitch on that 1-1 count to get it to 1-2, but then he tried to go right back to that same pitch, and this time the location is not nearly as good as the last one, and it's turned around for 2 bases.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Takes this the other way to right, and this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-14 sign. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0.
Oh, and a great swing right there. That's his 3rd RBI of the night, and he continues to swing the bat well.
Corey Seager steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Nope. 1-1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting number 23.
Striding into the box, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground to short. Reined in. And a gorgeous flip to second. And with that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Dodgers lead this one 7-0. Didi Gregorius will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Kershaw gets the sign. First pitch on its way. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. 2-0 now. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Jacoby Ellsbury ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. The second for one. Return throw gets the speedy Ellsbury. It's a double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here as in the end he gets him to ground into the double play.
Aaron Hicks steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now here's the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball one. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Yanks held in check. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Back here in the Bronx, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Dylan Betances will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Justin Turner will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next.
Justin Turner.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Two and 0.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2 and 0. No wonder they're up by 7.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2 and 1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2 and 0.
Betances is ready. Here's the 2-1 to 2 and 2 now. Set to deal on 2 and 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Served out to left off the end of the bat. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now the question is, did he get the glove under the ball? Let's ask show motion. And it looks like it did to me. It's pretty close, but I think that's a good catch.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they're still in control, 7-0. Alex Rodriguez will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first two at-bats.
Designated hitter, Alex Rodriguez.
Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Digging in, Mark Teixeira. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And they froze him on a changeup, if I recall correctly.
First pitch on its way to Teixeira. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Tap fouled at home plate. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard to short. Speared on the dive. Oh, and he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play.
Now batting, right fielder.
Carlos Beltran will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Kershaw still unscored upon here through 6 1/3 innings. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Brian McCann will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set, and the pitch.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And the Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
1-0 delivery. Ball 2. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Outside and low, 3-0. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Chase Headley stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them.
Oh, you got it, Matt. This is a situation where he just needs to keep that line moving. Get on, get a couple in, and hope the next guys can come through big.
Comes set, now the pitch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Boy, and he's been all right up to this inning, but the wheels have really come off the bus now. He gives him a run here on the bases loaded walk, and he's not getting any closer to getting himself out of this mess.
Ready now, Starlin Castro. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And that's in there for strike one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
On his way to pitch number 100. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play, and you know you're only going to get one, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Didi Gregorius gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He's ready now. The pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Jacoby Ellsbury stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Not much success for these guys through the first 6, but it appears they found the key to unlock their opponent here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's pretty common when you start getting into your 3rd time around against a guy. They've got a much better idea of how to attack him, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
The 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And the count will be full. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and 2 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Yankees 3. Yasmani Grandal will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Betances sets. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And there's ball one. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, out of the bullpen, he's faced 4, struck out 3. That's what you want from your relievers. You want them to come in and go right after guys. And that's just what they've done.
Carl Crawford ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Ball 2 now. Grounded to short. Gregorius is up with it. Throw on to Teixeira. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder,
Jock Peterson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Aaron Hicks step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning. Any surprise that he's back out there for the 8th?
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but he might have said something between innings that made his manager change his mind, so he's back out there.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here's a high pop-up. Turner is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Alex Rodriguez will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whiffing left and right.
Here's the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Kershaw now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 1 out, nobody on. And that's going to be ball 4 to A-Rod. And with a base open, you can't fault the thinking much there.
I think the 70 here right now might be that train whistle pulling into the station for the final time. Look, he's giving his all out there, but you start to get the sense that this guy may have reached the end of the line.
1 away, and the dangerous Mark Teixeira gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Barehanded on the hop. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Yeah, that's a smart play over there at first. He knows he likely won't have a shot anywhere else, so he makes sure to get that 1 out on the tag. Now, you don't want to take a chance at throwing it around and not getting anybody.
Carlos Beltran will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The 0-1 delivery. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Such a good at-bat right here.
when you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.